Previously on Celebrity Treasure Island.
Ron is gone. Jesse stays alive in the game.
For Jesse, everything was going.
Ron. As a sign, I'm in it with you till the end.
But he made it right with Courtney.
Put back on track.
For 2 years in a row, the person who won this phone call went on to win this entire game.
It was sling it to ring it in the face-off.
Jesse wins!
And Jesse made the call.
I don't want to mess it up.
Come on. I love you lots.
Love you too.
But an even bigger call was on the line.
Right to pick who plays with who in the final days of this competition.
Done.
Courtney wins!
Now,
I hope the beach is ready for you to pace up and down it.
the power to pair lies with a pacing Courtney.
Oh man, what's it gonna be and what's she gonna do?
Is she going to spiral into another meltdown and make some kind of crazy decision? Potentially.
It's the celebs' last day at Camp Cody /Kuaka /Tahi. The last seat carving, the last pot of rice, and the last jiggly pants downstairs operation readjustment. Hey, Jesse. Yeah, I see ya. And the last teeth brushing, well, hopefully not the last ever, Cam. And
My last theft in the camp. You know, I've got no clean clothes left. Everything stinks, everything's damp, but it's been a blast.
What are you doing? Get away from my crew!
Hanging out with people who I would never, ever normally hang out with.
Dame Susan, get away from my clue!
Oh my God, and another one! Being silly.
My clue!
Being very silly. Being very silly. Look, here's another one, Kim.
No! Get my clue! Get my clue!
An absolute blast and not over yet.
Now you guys know everything!
not quite everything, Elvis. There is one thing that only old jiggly pants Jesse knows about. And the new CTI matchmaker, Courtney, is hoping to use her friendly interrogation skills.
What a beautiful night.
What? To finally shake it out of him.
Obviously, we had a chat yesterday about pairing ourselves together if either of us won. I know that Jesse wants to partner with me. It makes sense. We're both really strong and realistically, we would clean up in this game. But I think it's going to be a real stupid move if I just carry him into the final without knowing anything about the monolith. I don't know what's in the monolith at all.
Nothing anymore.
I'm going to pair you with someone who I believe is weaker if you don't tell me. And I know that's like blackmail, but like that's how I'm going to better my game.
I've put so much thought into the information I've got as the Kaiorangi. My information is only going to get me so far.
But I want that information to be my information as well.
And I just don't see a scenario where it benefits me to tell someone.
I need you to explain this to me like I'm very stupid and I need to know exactly like how it goes.
I can obviously still use something of a bargaining of my information. I know the combination to get into the last crate. And it might not have to be the full truth.
You can't open it alone.
No, the two-person open. I'm still thinking, how do I make it to the final? In my mind, it's pairing yourself up with the person that you think is going to help you the most.
You need to give me your word, we open it together, and then we go our separate ways.
100%.
Have you told me everything that happened on that day?
Yes.
You promise?
Yes.
You're giving me your word?
Yes.
Do I believe he's given me all the information? No. But I do believe that picking Jesse is my best bet to make the final. I'm going to have a think about it. I will let you know when I choose, probably when Matt asks me. So what I'm going to do with the time I have left this morning is ask the other contestants what Jessie has told them about the monolith and see if the stories add up. You guys, do you just want to come around and have a little chat before we leave for the morning?
Babes, what's the vibe? Like, we're all just having a mellow morning. We're about to go off on an adventure.
I basically just wanted to touch base and ask you guys about the monolith.
Okay, children, sit around and tell me what you know.
Has Jessie not told you? He's told me that there are 2 maps, and I just want to know what you guys know.
I don't understand why she is bringing this up now. Pretty much all Jessie told us was that he's seen some of the challenges going forward. And that's literally all I can remember.
Yeah, he didn't really give us much.
They're pretty reluctant at first, and like, you tell us. And I'm like, for God's sakes, let's just work together and try to figure out what information we're missing. Because at the end of the day, this guy is pretty lethal.
I feel like he did mention at one point that he was going to share more, but then he never did.
Started playing the game.
There's still an opportunity for that.
The floor is yours.
I think I was very honest with you guys at the start that there comes a point in the final that 2 people are required.
How do we not know that you are just making this up?
You don't. It's definitely the first day that I've realised that everyone's out to get me.
You've got so much information and you've never shared it, really, with any of us.
It's not nice to not have any strong alliances to be able to rely on or be questioning your one with Courtney because you just don't quite know where she sits with it all.
I just don't understand, like, what the, like, big twist is. That's the thing. You know how it's like a big, like, twist in this Treasure Island thing? I'm, like, trying to think. It's weird, isn't it? What that would be. This is a stressful situation because in a matter of hours, I'm going to be choosing who I need to pair with. But I don't even know what he's lying about. That's the thing. I can't figure it out.
Well done, Jessie. They might be asking questions, but they're all still completely clueless.
Hey, Cam, have you packed your clothes? Would you like me to carry them for you?
Though none more so than Cam.
Is this a clue? Is this a clue? Is this a clue?
Well, there is one huge clue you've had since day one that everyone seems to have overlooked.
Once upon a time, many moons ago, 3 intrepid travellers went on a journey. Siobhan, Cam and Nana Susan.
Oh, well, that's not it, Susan, for goodness sake. Will you let Siobhan read it?
You're going to read. What do you want to do?
Let's refresh our minds, guys. Okay, ready?
I saw Siobhan reading the book.
Many moons ago on a stormy night.
So I went and picked up my one and read it, just to see if there's any more clues that stood out to me.
Many have tried to seek the plane and its cargo, but no one ever has.
I've read that riddle numerous times since being on the island. Some say a traitor had the cargo. Oh my God. In that moment, it all made sense. Is he the traitor? Oh my God, I feel sick. My biggest ally in this game is the traitor.
It's moving day for our celebs, and they might want to bust out the fragile stickers because after Courtney's recent discovery,
He's the traitor.
her alliance with Jessie is something she needs to handle with care.
What am I gonna do? In like an hour, I'm gonna be making pairs.
Sweet.
He has hidden the cargo. He's the only one that knows where it is. Do I take him out or do I side with him? This is the hardest decision I have had to make in this game.
Lucky you like to pace while you think, Court, because the first stop on the trek to the treasure is the Tipaki Sand Dunes. But we're not digging up 100K today.
Oh my gosh, man, breathe.
Instead, Matt and I are hoping to uncover a few hidden gems from the last 24 days on the island.
Hey guys,
Hey.
Hi.
with just 6 of you left in the game, now feels like a perfect time to chat to you about the moments that changed the game.
I do love this part of the show. Not only do I get to live my full Oprah fantasy, Matt, you and I get to hear all the gossip about what really went on in the background of this game.
What our viewers may not know is that before we even started filming this year, there were a number of devastating setbacks, weren't there, that almost made us think, are we even going to film this show? Of course, the most shocking one was the loss of Inga Tuigamala. What do you remember about those few days that we had with Inga?
Well, Inga was going to be on the same team as me, and at one point I told him that I was quite nervous, and he said, "Don't worry, Papa Bear will look after you." It was really nice.
Yeah.
We were coming into the show and we're up in the most beautiful place. Inga goes and gets a plank of wood, a ball, and we start playing backyard cricket. And me and Guy Montgomery were just like, bro, we're like playing backyard cricket with Inga. Like, how cool is this?
Obviously, guys, we were all reeling from the loss of Inga, but we also had several people test positive for COVID, which meant an immediate lockdown for the whole cast. And what was it like for you guys?
It was just the uncertainty of it all. And also what was tough for me, even though we weren't spending physical time together in a room, we could still see each other from balconies. So we all became very, very close, I reckon, which was so difficult to start eliminating people and taking people out of the game because those relationships were created.
After the COVID scare, the game did start. The original teams, Kuaka, Mango and Cody. And Cody got off to a flyer.
Straight it in! Cody wins! Cody wins! And Cody wins!
How many leaders did your team have?
Well, really, Mel, until Susan came along.
And then it was day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, still Mel.
How's the leadership going, Susan?
What leadership? Oh, here, Mel.
Was it good leadership?
Colour. Sorry, yep, okay. I think for some of the members in Cody, they needed that. But being 10 years older than Mel, it started to get on my wick a bit.
We couldn't see any of that. All we could see was a team that was meshing and gelling really well.
For 99% of the time, it was the perfect recipe. So I just hung on for the ride.
It's worked.
It has worked. You're here, and no, Melody's not.
Yeah.
But she could have been. Mel reaching her second checkpoint. Courtney, is that right?
She could have indeed, Matthew. I was actually in an alliance with Mel.
To take down the big boys.
Yeah. I was also aligned with Cam.
Holy moly macaroni! Oh, we didn't know that. There's a little bombshell, you sneaky little...
Me?
You're not my fifth son anymore.
Wait, are you being sarcastic?
No, we're not being sarcastic. I'm being dead serious. Look at him, he's blushing.
I'm so confused.
We need to keep fleshing this out.
I had a mercy card. And Cam's like,
In this do-or-die battle, someone goes home tonight.
Scandal.
So how much of this then comes back to the Mike King bombshell? Because he threw a couple of grenades before he left, didn't he?
Wild.
We had an alliance, Mel. We had an alliance.
That was really heavy.
I wanted you to stay.
It had an impact on everyone in the show in different ways.
One of those people was Cassie Roma.
Yeah.
I need to pack my bags here so I can unpack at home and be with my girl.
I know Cassie on the outside world. I love you. I know how much she wanted to be here, representing women, representing rainbow people. So the fact that she decided that she's got to put her family first, I think is one of the most admirable things that has happened throughout this entire game.
What sort of an influence did the human wrecking ball Mike King have on Mango?
Mike's an emotional guy and he didn't like her. You know, I'll be the bad guy. I don't care.
He made cracks in Mungo. Absolutely.
My goal is to be the most hated man on the island before I go.
I do recall it was your team's decision to take Mike on board.
You make the wrong decision.
You could have sent him to another team.
Especially after rejecting me on the first day.
OK, we've made a decision.
Ia was the captain, TK made the decision.
We would like to ask that Cody take it upon themselves and hold the mana.
And you said, BS, I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, you say it so nicely. I actually nearly believe you. But how lucky for me, eh?
Yeah.
I went to the winners.
Yes.
To the winner's circle, you did indeed.
The best camp, the most food.
Courtney, of course, it was your time
Yeah.
to go home.
Uh-huh.
Saved by Karen.
Yeah.
You're not leaving. You're not going. You're not going. You're not going.
You look like you are having this sort of out-of-body experience.
Do you feel that extra pressure now on your shoulders?
Huge pressure. I feel pressure for Cassie, Mel, and especially Karen.
How did the rest of you feel about Karen's decision?
It was like, no! Karen, why? I knew I was going to go back to camp with 2 people that wanted to get me out.
I was completely gutted, and I've reconciled that with Courtney. And in fact, I was the one that said, it's not your fault, Courtney, you didn't do it. But I was gutted for a whole lot of reasons, because, you know, I'm a sports person, and if you lose, you lose.
Yeah.
Rules are rules, and I've never broken any on this show. But I haven't broken the ones that matter.
It's been brought to our attention that people have been going outside camp boundary,
Off to Mango.
which is a violation of the rules.
One thing I really want to cover is the monolith and the navigator mission. We're going to need this. Let's go. Jesse, obviously that was massive this season. Do you feel like it was a blessing or a little bit of a curse in this game for you?
Yeah, definitely both. I mean, it was a blessing to have a lovely day away with you, Brie, and it was fun and horrifying.
Jesse,
Yeah?
do you need to use the bush toilet?
Not after you.
But it was hard to come back into camp with that knowledge. There were people asking questions. Mel in particular was really kind of hammering home, can we trust him, all this kind of stuff.
So, how many challenges? Do you know what the screwdriver thing is? It's a string used for in an elimination. How do you pass that on?
And these guys kind of had my back, you know. Cam.
That was a mistake.
Regrets.
Have you been telling more of that story within the last 24 hours?
Yeah, I guess it's been eked out of me more and more as we get closer, but this whole thing has been tough. We've talked about Mal having alliances, but I'm the biggest hypocrite in the world because I had plenty of alliances and...
Oh dear, he's a cheat and a hypocrite.
Show of hands who Jesse told about what he saw that day. Now, keep your hand up if you believe everything he said.
Take that hand down.
So no one really thinks they know the truth, except for Jesse, obviously.
Guys, I think you should all be really, really proud of yourselves.
And he scored!
This one in particular hasn't been easy.
This has been so hard.
But you've all played a great game.
Look at Dame Susan. Courtney is giving it everything. Cam's moving on. Siobhan.
Yay!
Jesse. Come on. Elvis.
Thank you.
And you all well and truly deserve to be here.
All right, guys. We'll see you shortly for your first pairs face-off and to find out who those pairs are going to be. Go on, get out of here.
Oh,
bye, love you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
You're
Love
awesome.
You too.
Can I just talk to you guys for a second?
Yeah.
I've got this huge game-changing decision and I need people on my side. So I take Siobhan and Susan. So basically, I have decided I don't really believe what Jessie is telling us.
Yes.
And tell them that there's no way in hell Jessie Chu is going to win this thing.
like that. Is it right? I like it.
My fate does lie in Courtney's hands. I'm just kind of backing our alliance, and I just hope that Courtney sees me as someone that can help her get to the final as well.
This is such a turning point for me because all the women that have been lost in this game, I know have my back. And I think it's kind of my duty to bring the other women with me. And the only way I know possible is to get rid of Jessie.
Welcome, everyone, to the next pit stop on your way to the final treasure hunt.
And what a spot it is.
It's honestly such a stunning location. It's amazing.
Just take a moment to enjoy it, guys, because life is about to get tougher.
Today will end in a double elimination. Courtney, it's time to find out who those 3 pairs are going to be.
I'm choosing this person because I do believe they are the strongest player in this game. We've kind of been up and down, but I believe that our skills and abilities can secure a place in the final. The person I'm going to be choosing is Siobhan.
Courtney picks Siobhan. I think Courtney's worked me out.
Power couple.
It's very, very worrying.
Siobhan, how do you feel about that?
I don't want to let Court down, so I'm going to try really, really hard to not do that.
I'm nervous as hell. In my head, I'm really worried. Courtney pairs me with Susan, and Susan throws it because she wants Siobhan and Courtney to make it through to that final.
Who's the next one?
The second pair is going to be Cam and Susan.
Which obviously leaves...
Yes, she puts me with Elvis.
Yep, our third pair is going to be Elvis and Jessie.
Oh, okay. I'm working with Jessie, the person I wanted to get rid of.
Lads, how are we feeling?
Yeah, good. Elvis is someone that I've been in a team with the shortest amount of time. He kind of told me he was going to take me out, and I kind of told him I was going to take him out, and now we've been paired together. I can't wait to see what happens. I think we're going to be good.
Well, let's see what you're facing first up. In your pairs, you'll race out to the markers and start digging up your puzzle pieces. Once you have all your pieces, you'll correctly place them on the pole. The first pair to complete their puzzle wins the taki.
The winning pair will find themselves in the top 4 and just a heartbeat away from the final day in this game.
We'll take a moment to get set up, then we'll tear into it. Playing for a guaranteed spot in the final 4, our pairs, Elvis and Jessie, Susan and Cam, Siobhan and Courtney.
I want 3 women in the top 4. So that means getting rid of Elvis and Jessie. We cannot lose this.
Timata. Everyone putting their back into it.
It's like they're a cat and they're digging a hole to, you know.
Cam's got one for Team Orange. First team to get one on the board.
I am digging, digging, digging. Boom. 1 puzzle piece. Digging, digging, digging. Second puzzle piece. Digging, digging, digging.
Courtney delivers her 3rd puzzle piece.
Court is amazing. So I'm like, geez, Siobhan, you better perform for her. Like, don't let her down.
I got one, Jessie.
Nice, bro. Here's Elvis bringing home the first bit of bacon for Team Purple. Although that piece is rolling back down the hill.
Ah! My damn puzzle piece.
Jessie placing their 2nd.
Got another one, Jessie.
Nice, Elvis.
I'm looking over at Jessie and Elvis.
And Jessie has just nudged his pair out in front.
And at this stage, they're beating us.
Elvis delivering again for Team Elvis and Jessie.
5 more, Jessie. Stay on your 5. I felt like I've dug all my half, and I'm looking at Jessie. I'm like, are you doing anything? Like, hurry up. Jessie, I got another one. He was like, I'm just free digging, and well, dig faster. Let's go. Let's push. We on.
Elvis and Jessie, 3 more, and they're moving on to building up that puzzle.
I start to panic. I'm like, you guys cannot win.
Siobhan and Courtney bring another one back through Courtney, who was moving quick.
Here, Cam.
Here's Cam coming back with one.
I think Susan and I are working super well together, and I feel like we're actually finding these pieces of puzzle quite quickly.
Here comes Jessie with number 8 of 10. Siobhan delivering and taking out second place. Cam says, no, you're not. Jessie is doing a lot of digging.
It's good practice for the final treasure hunt, if you could make it.
7.
7?
7. Cam, come here.
Go, Susan, you little beaver.
Susan's come up with something. Is it Team Orange?
Beavers dig, don't they?
We need one more.
Cam having a look in Elvis's hole.
Thanks, Elvis.
You're welcome.
Cam comes back with another piece. How many's that, Cam?
I think 9.
You want to count?
9. We need one more, Susan.
Okay.
Come on, Cam, keep going.
Courtney brings it home and has a count up. She knows she has a lot of work to do.
I got it, Jessie, let's go.
Elvis has got it.
Help us, because they can't win. Elvis and Jessie cannot win this. They cannot win.
Cam and Susan are still on the field with us digging like crazy. We need to work together.
Help us the other one. Come on, no, we're not.
What the heck? Are you all working together now against me and Jessie?
They cannot win.
Yeah, read the room, my friend. I want Jessie Chook gone.
It is 4 against 2, and the 2 are out in front.
Darling, you're the one that did the pairing, not me, so this is what you get.
Elvis and Jessie starting to make progress on that puzzle.
Nah, it doesn't match.
Poor Elvis getting pulled into this whole thing with me. I get me, like I'm the traitor, but don't bring Elvis into it.
Both remaining teams just finding one more to move on. Where is that remaining orange puzzle piece?
My fingernails hurt, there's sand everywhere.
They need to find it real quick.
I'm to the point where I'm like, maybe there isn't 10 orange pieces. Do we already have 10?
Imagine it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 10!
Ah! You would not read about it. Susan and Cam have had their 10 puzzle pieces for the longest time.
That is devastating for them.
Talk about dumb and dumber, you know?
Jessie and Elvis still yet to place a piece on their pole.
Those two?
2 really close together.
It would be a glorious comeback.
This one, maybe.
Can they do it?
You're never out of it, are you, until the end?
Yep, perfect.
At the bottom.
Here goes Jessie and Elvis now, though.
Grab this one.
But I tell you what, look at Cam and Susan. It is just a matter of placing them now.
God, this is crazy!
Have Cam and Susan got it?
It's the first pair's face-off, and a guaranteed spot in the final 4 is up for grabs.
Have Cam and Susan got it? They haven't! It is still game on!
Bloody stupid puzzle.
Siobhan and I are still out on the field. We cannot find this last puzzle piece.
Yeah, feeling a bit of pressure.
Cam and Susan going back to the drawing board. Can they come from behind and steal this challenge after that huge balls up?
You get it, I'm running over.
And then Siobhan finally finds it.
Definitely goes here, I know.
And here goes Siobhan and Courtney in the game at last.
Go, girls!
Just to keep things really interesting, can they take it out?
We're so behind, but I believe that we can come back from this.
You want to hold up again?
Look, not on this side.
No, because there's no stripe on the other side.
This is goes over the top. We are so close, but everyone's catching up and they're getting it right.
I feel like we could still do this if they keep kind of getting it wrong.
Are they in the right place? Halt! Have they got it? It's incorrect! Courtney and Siobhan starting to place some pieces now.
Siobhan is amazing at puzzles. So I'm just like, girl, you do you, and she's killing it.
But I'm also nervous because I don't want to get caught down.
They're feeling confident. Elvis and Jessie think they've got it. Can they do it's good? Elvis and Jesse are moving on in this game.
Oh my God!
Jesse and Elvis win. Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations, Elvis and Jesse. You have secured yourselves a spot in the final four.
How you feeling, lads?
Man, I was going for it, and then I just heard all of them were like, find your pieces and get them out. I was like, ah, not me, get him out, not me. I forgot Dan, he's on my team. So if he goes out, that means I'm going out. That's not happening on my watch.
We wouldn't be doing our jobs properly if we didn't talk about the confusion around having 9 or 10 puzzle pieces, looking for a puzzle piece that you had the entire time.
I think it was the perfect combination of dyslexia and dementia.
He couldn't count and I forgot what he said.
Girls, I need to know, and I feel like the audience would want to know, where was that final bloody piece?
Somewhere we had both dug like 3 times.
Hard lines. Guys, you will face an elimination battle later today. One last chance to save yourself in this game. Go and rest up for the next challenge. It's going to be a big one.
See you later.
See you guys.
If our pairs were planning on drawing a line in the sand, this is probably the place to do it. Here's hoping things don't get too awkward back at the base camp this afternoon.
It is so uncomfortable. Because Jesse doesn't know about the traitor situation, so I'm like fuming because I just tried to take him out right then.
Something in my waters tells me he's got an inkling.
Courtney. If you're going to take a swing at the Kings, you better not miss.
I actually thought that Courtney was gonna pair with Jesse. I was gonna pair with Siobhan and obviously Cam and Susan. That's what I thought, and I was shocked when you're
That
like...
makes 2 of us, buddy.
Full circle, because I wanted to get Jesse out.
Poor Elvis has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, maybe read the room, Elvis.
Oops.
Courtney's move was to try and put me with who she sees as the weaker player. There's nothing weak about Elvis Lepetti.
Okay, so it's us 4 now.
Oh, well.
That's the spirit. All right, Jesse, let's hear your take on it.
There's been a very clear line drawn in the sand that it is everyone against me. Fair enough. If I were them, I wouldn't want me in that top 3 either, because I've got all the clues and I know where the bloody treasure is.
I saw your game plan and I liked it. I was here for it.
We had a plan, us for the final. In this moment, I start questioning myself. I feel like I made a move.
So why didn't you choose Jesse Court?
He's not telling me everything. And I feel like I'm gonna look like an idiot if I trust him and go on this quest with him, and I'm just left being like, I got him here. I knew the safe bet would be to align with Jesse. And I think we would have been really, really strong together. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to take a risk, and I wanted to try to get him out, and I wanted to work with a female. Basically, it feels like he's going to be impossible to beat, right?
He's also good at everything. It's so annoying.
He's not good at everything. He's not the best at puzzles. He wasn't good at memory stuff. Guys, come on. You can beat Jesse. He's not unbeatable.
100%.
It's just that he's got all the knowledge and all the clues, so it makes it feel like that.
Well, there is one other thing Jesse has that you don't know about, Siobhan.
So this morning, I reread that script, and something that stuck out to me was a verse that said the traitor has hid the cargo.
Oh, Jesse.
He's not the navigator, he's the traitor.
It makes sense. That makes sense, what Courtney told me.
So I think he's literally come up with this entire story.
Oh, you don't think that's it?
No, not at all.
Oh, wow. Like, I still think he knows where that last cargo thing is because he told me. And he said that there's maps in there. And I don't think he'd lie about that.
Oh, Siobhan, sweet, innocent Siobhan.
I just don't know if he fully makes things up like that. Like, he'd have to come up with that idea to tell us, and I just don't think he's like that.
Jesse, you want to weigh in on this?
The first thing I ever said was that there was a box in there filled with all the navigating. Then I told Siobhan and Courtney that there was maps. I told other people I got an insight into challenges. I told some people there's a challenge that requires two people. I told other people that there's a code and only I told some people that I've got the directions. I've told so many different lies.
Sorry, Siobhan, you were saying?
He is so
Has he lied to you
shifty,
yet?
Well, yeah. He's the traitor. He's telling me he's the navigator.
Does he know, do you reckon?
That he's the traitor.
Yeah.
He's in my head. His day was finding that treasure and burying it somewhere else. That's what...
So he's just trying to keep everyone from finding it.
Siobhan doesn't really react how I think she's going to react. Yeah. Why is he being so shifty and giving us no information about anything? Am I the only one who sees how much of a big deal this is right now?
This is probably the most scared I have been about going home. Up until this point, I haven't been in the elimination arena once.
I know that Siobhan and I are going home, or Cam and Susan are going home. So winning this is everything.
G'day, guys.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Hello?
Welcome to a double elimination battle. The pair that loses this challenge will leave the island immediately. Cam, how you feeling?
Love these guys, but I'm ready to fight.
How about you, Susan? You up for this?
Yep. Yep. Don't want to let my partner down, don't want to let myself down, but got enormous respect for Siobhan and Courtney, so I think it's going to be a good, fair fight.
Courtney, you probably didn't want to be in this position, having the pick. How do you feel now?
You know what? I always back my decisions in this game. I'm stoked to have Siobhan. I think she's an incredibly strong player.
Siobhan, what's going through your head?
I'm feeling excited, and I think we worked well together.
Yeah.
And I think we can do this.
We can do this.
For this challenge, you'll work in pairs to thread your rope through a series of hoops on poles. But here's the rub. One of you will be blindfolded. The other will work as the caller, giving instructions. The first pair to successfully thread their rope through the hoops wins the challenge. The losing pair is eliminated from the game and misses out on the $100,000 prize for their charities. Battlers, take your marks, and we'll climb into it. All right, guys, before we rip into this do-or-die double-header, let's talk charity. Susan, your charity and why, please?
I'm playing for the Aunties. They're an organisation that support women who have lived with domestic violence. They provide a wraparound service for women and their children with practical needs and help.
Great. Cam, you're up.
I am supporting Music Helps, which is an organisation that support musicians both financially and with mental health. Obviously, with the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of concerts and things like that have been cancelled. So, yeah, I'm stoked to be supporting them.
Courtney.
Voices of Hope, incredible charity run by two young women on a mission to break the stigma around mental illness. They're constantly creating content to kind of provoke and bring change. And yeah, really important to spread a message of hope.
Susan, is she okay? What's wrong with her?
Are you okay?
Susan, you all right?
I'm fine, I just can't stop laughing.
Maybe just sit on the box.
Siobhan, your charity and why, please?
My charity is South Pacific Animal Welfare. They look after animals in the South Pacific Islands, provide vet care and supplies, and they are amazing at what they do, so I'm supporting them.
Fantastic, guys. There's $100,000 on the line for those cracking charities. Cam and Siobhan wearing the blindfold, Susan and Courtney calling. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Timata.
Go. Good work. Yep. To your left a little bit more. Straight. To your left. Left. Got about
First, these guys need to find their rope.
Good work.
No, keep going, up, left,
Now you've got half a metre.
This is all about communication.
Back, yes, go.
Siobhan's there first.
Straight,
Straight,
go.
Siobhan. Straight.
You're there, up.
Cam's there now.
Quick.
We have come so close to the end. It's almost like I can taste it.
Through, Cam, through.
Good work.
Siobhan is working on her second hoop, looking for a third. She is out in front.
going pretty well. I've remembered that each of the middle sticks have a rope on the top and each of the side sticks have them down the side.
Down, down, down.
And I can hear Court's voice, it's really clear.
To your right, to your right.
She's found her third pole.
Down, down.
Cam working on a second.
Put your arms out. Put your arms out, but to your right.
Here's Siobhan at her fourth, Cam's at his third. It's the all-woman pair out in front early.
Quickly, Cam, you've got to catch her.
Look at Siobhan go. Cam needs to hustle.
I'm watching Siobhan and she is on fire.
There's Siobhan now. She's just got 3 left.
Quickly, to the middle. Good work, Siobhan.
It's Siobhan. This is going to be real quick. Siobhan's at her 7th post.
It's stuck.
Pull that rope.
She's got to work on that rope. She's struggling.
So I just grab it and I just pull with all my might. Ugh.
Good work, Siobhan.
Cam is struggling with his rope. He's got to pull hard.
Cam, down, down.
So does Siobhan.
Down, Cam. Down, yes.
Here's Siobhan moving on. She just has 1 more to go. Cam has 2 to go. Siobhan's through.
Now pull it, Siobhan.
I don't know how much I need to put through, so I just pull with all my might and the whole thing comes up.
And Siobhan and Courtney are moving on and taking the post with them.
Good pulling, really. Nice one, Cam. Thank God. My stupid power move that I tried to pull, it didn't fail. It failed a little bit, but it didn't fail completely.
Dame Susan, is there anything you can't do?
I can't stand on a box.
No, you couldn't do that. You've been a real pleasure to watch and to listen to. Cam, I've loved your enthusiasm. It's been infectious. I can tell that you've really enjoyed this experience, and I'm pleased that you've been able to have it. Actually, I've enjoyed watching the two of you together.
We're a dynamic duo.
We are.
It's been a real treat,
Yeah.
so thank you. But I'm sad to say, your time on Celebrity Treasure Island is over. Please say your goodbyes and head on out.
Gonna miss you. I'm gutted, but proud. The last 2 years for everyone has been so crazy. To have a break from all of that and just come and be at one with nature in such a beautiful part of our country has been incredible.
Hi, my name's Susan. I love you so much. You take care.
Don't like losing, but I'm not upset about it because it's been a hell of a ride.
Silly game, silly game.
And I'm so delighted that I can run off into the sunset with Cam because that's been the bonus of this whole thing, is meeting some extraordinarily wonderful human beings.
Saying goodbye to them, it was hard because I made that decision. I made that call.
Courtney, Siobhan, congratulations. You live to fight another day, and there are just 2 days left in this game. So what's next? Well, you'll all head northwest to a very special spot where those final 2 days will play out. A special camp awaits you. You guys deserve it. Enjoy. Ka kite anō.
See you tomorrow, mate.
See you guys. Rest up.
Yay! Final 4.
It's sad to see Cam and Susan go, but I think it will be cool for Elvis and I to go up against Courtney and Siobhan.
Nice work. Game on. We're here to play and we're here to beat you.
We can all get behind that, Court. But for tonight, it's time to celebrate.
Go, Courtney! Yay!
Because across the island, food and clean and dry accommodation await.
This is so cool! Is it bad that I'm saying, like, my goal was to get to the final part of the show just so I can have the nice food and the nice camp? Like, is that funny?
Ah! She's saying, yeah!
Save us, Sam! Don't eat it all!
Yum! Oh my God, grapes.
Ah! Yes!
Oh,
it's about time! Oh my gosh!
There's 4 walls and there's no wind that's coming in and there's no possums that can get through. Yay! Stoked.
And how beautiful is this place? This is actually stunning.
It's just amazing. We're in this untouched spot. It's so beautiful.
Top 4, guys. Top 4!
Who'd have thought, eh?